Hello, everyone. I'm going to be calling the suicide hotline because I feel really depressed and I want to get answers. I want help. All right. So, yeah. Let's see, I want suicide hotline number. Is it just 988? Oh, is it really just 988? I'm going to try calling 988.
You've reached the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Para español, marque el número dos. If you are a veteran or service member or are calling about one, press 1. To connect to support for LGBTQI+ youth and young adults, press 3. Otherwise, to talk with a counselor, stay on the line or press 0.
I don't think I'm going to
To
click.
improve 988, your call may be monitored and recorded. We are checking for a counselor who is available to talk. You'll hear music while we do this, and we'll give you an update in 30 seconds. You are not alone. We care and want.
Thank you for calling 988. My name is Mary. How may I refer to you?
You can call me Abel.
Hi, April. We'll get you to call in today.
Wait, what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said we'll get you to call in today.
Oh, I don't know, just lately right now in life, I just haven't been feeling the best, you know. Uh, well, I've been feeling like this in a while, but just recently, I really have been like thinking of just not existing anymore, really. Sorry, I
Can
don't.
you tell me what led up to you feeling that way?
Um, I mean, it's just like a lot of things in life. I don't want to. It's gonna be like a long conversation. I really hope it's not much of a bother, but I think like ever since I was like a young kid, like I've always had issues with socializing. Really, it doesn't really help that I have like social disorders, mainly autism, and uh, yeah, I've just like like socializing isn't the best aspect of me, and I just like sometimes I feel like so like people don't really understand me really like I I do have friends, but like I feel like they're just tired of me because I barely uh, communicate with them a lot of times in my life. I just I just I just like one day I wake up and be like really like really positive, and then like the next day I just become like super negative, and I just have such a negative outlook in life, and I really don't know how to explain it, but I basically I always just feel like an outcast, and I don't know. I always feel like it's my fault, and like I wanted to stop, but then like I naturally do this kind of stuff, and I really hate like hurting people. Really, that's basically it.
I see, April. So you mentioned, like, you've gone through some things and you're not feeling up to it. You have pretty much a negative look on life and you felt like an outcast, which has led you to feel, you know, this way today. And I want to be that support for you and be able to provide you as much as I can. And if there's any service or support that you're seeking from me, I would want to do my best to provide that for you today. Do you have, like, if this happens in the past, have you formed any coping methods that have helped you get out of this feeling?
Um, like I guess like yeah, I have a easier time socializing like on the internet. I have quite a bit of friends via the internet, via like other places in the country, and I talk with them, but I feel like I don't know. For me, it's like it's easier to talk because it's just because like all this it's just like pixels on the screen. I don't have to see faces or whatever. I have a huge issues with like looking people like giving people eye contact, and I imagine it rubs people the wrong way, and like it makes them think like, oh, I don't want to look at them, like they're being disrespectful, but like eye contact is like it's like a huge issue for me, and and yeah, yeah, it's just. But I guess yeah, like that's one kind of coping mechanism is the internet. Some artistic endeavors as well. Like I like to draw, I like to write, but those aren't really like social hobbies really. Those are that's mainly just me cooped up in my room, just doing that kind of stuff. And so yeah,
Yeah, so it seems like that, socializing online has been better for you, and in person, kind of like that eye contact and stuff could be more of like a trigger. Correct me if I'm wrong. That makes you feel like more uncomfortable. So you find that you're better off socializing online, and you draw and you write, but those are things that are done at home, like you said. They're not things that you're able to use to socialize.
yeah.
Do you have a support system or a group of friends that you are able to socialize in person, or
I
is strictly just online?
it's I like it would be lying if I say that I didn't have friends in real life, but in reality, like because I'm a I'm at the age I'm 19. I'm at the awkward age of getting out of teenhood and going to adulthood, and like all my friends they're either busy with school or with the jobs or whatever, and we rarely contact at all. And so like a lot of times we'll be like, oh, let's plan something, and then something happens, just like, oh, I got work to do, oh, the finals are coming up, or something like that, and it really does bring me down because like a part of me thinks like, oh, they're busy, but like there's that side of my brain where it's just like they don't want to socialize with me at all, they don't want to interact with me at all, and in school I never really had much friends. Really, it's always been like a group of outcasts that kind of just like grouped in together, and we've been friends for years, but really like just like lately, just since we're now adults, we rarely get to see each other at all. And and I do have my parents, and I do love them a lot, but you know it's hard for them, but like they don't really relate with me that much, with the age gap, and like they're not autistic. They don't really understand like what's going on with my head, and like how I feel and why I feel such things. And that like I do have coworkers, but like they're just coworkers really. We don't really talk about our feelings, just more or less what's going on in our day, and that's kind of it. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seems like you've tried different methods, but you've always found yourself kind of in the same position. And you have your parents, but like you say, it's not much that they can relate on. And you have coworkers, but that social of like having that one-on-one friend. You have friends, but it's like nothing. I guess you can say consistent.
Yeah, it's
Hearing
not
you
very
correct.
consistent.
Mhm. And are you seeking like a support group? Are you seeking like ways to socialize better?
The thing is, like, I want to socialize more because it's a healthy thing, but I just like I really don't know like how that works. Like I don't know how like things for normal people like socializing is it's such an easy concept, but for me it's really complicated. Uh like it's to the point where like I have this one moment. There's this one moment I always remember. It's just like I was at the grocery store and some lady was blocking like she was in the way of an item I want to get, and I was really afraid to speak up, so I just let her stood there do her thing, which took like 5 minutes. It's very hard for me to speak up at all, even during conversations. People might think I'm just like I don't want to converse at all. That I just don't want to socialize, but I'm not much of a. I don't like to start conversations. I'm more of a responder, and since I don't look that friendly, I just to most people they think, oh, I just want to be left alone, whatever. No, that's not true. It's just that I don't like starting the conversations because I don't want people to think I'm like disturbing them or interrupting their peace. But so yeah. That's basically my viewpoint.
I see, I see. And that's why I say I want to be able to provide that for you. Like, maybe different ways to approach, maybe being in a social area that can help you with, what you're feeling today.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've tried already that you've noticed that doesn't help you with your, social skills? Like, have you tried, like, maybe trying to approach looking people more in their eyes, or trying to, go out more to, like, a public place instead of, like, staying home?
Um. Yeah. Like the thing. Like really most of my socialization, really most of my life has been at school, because you're kind of forced to socialize. A lot of the time, teachers would have like forced you into like a group project or something like that. And but that's really
Mm-hmm.
like ever since school has finished, I just all my like forced socialization is been gone. Now I as an adult need to go start that socialization, but I always had this fear. I have a huge fear of making people annoyed or upset or angry, and like so I assume if I walk into like a group of strangers to converse, I feel like they'd be more annoyed by just like, oh, why is this random person just coming up and talking to me? Like, of course, not everyone thinks like that, but my mind in the moment just thinks, oh, they're gonna be annoyed by me. Why would they even bother? It's gonna make a bad impression on people, or something like that. But like so yeah, like I don't explain. I don't have any methods of socialization because I don't really socialize at all. Uh, but yeah.
Have you tried like different apps? Like there's certain apps that like I think there's one that's called Bumble,
Mhm.
and through that app like you socialize online and then make friends in that way. So there's those options. There's also other resources that can maybe help you with social anxiety. There's also videos that can help you if you're open to them on the National Anxiety Center website, and those may be very helpful to try to give you new methods on how to approach a social, experience, especially now, like you said, that school's over and it's that forced social group is no longer there, and now you're entering this new chapter of your life.
Yeah. I mean that could work. Haven't really tried those before.
Hmm. And I do want to ask you, because you did mention, like, in the beginning of this call, and now with there being that social anxiety, have you had any thoughts of suicide today or recently?
Not today, but like it's like every now and then. Like it's not really much like oh I'm ready to do it, but I do quite often like idealize. Like I really idealize this idea of just ending it. I just think it's like it's really like these burst moments. I don't know. Like it's just like again, it's like how like one day I wake up and I'm like, oh, everything. It's gonna be a nice day, but then like the literal next day, I'll wake up and just have like negative days. Like I'll be working and I just start like idealizing. Just like I want to like all the positives of me killing myself. All this like oh I don't not only do I have to worry about not socializing, but I have to worry about uh like my like financial struggles and all this other stuff. My how I feel like I'm not really progressing through life. Like all my friends are doing so much at such a young age, and I'm just over here. Like I work, I just work a job, come home, and just the same like just rinse and repeat. And I just feel like I'm not really progressing at a fast state. I feel that's always been like my life. Like I've never progressed as how normal people should be. Like 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 it took me like a long time to tie my shoes. Like I think I was like 12 years old when I fully learned how to tie my shoes and all that stuff, and or stuff like that. Like it just I always feel like I'm always behind people behind my age, and I'm just like that's not really cool because I see all my friends just doing so much and just being just better than me in every way.
Yeah, and I can see how that's affecting your label, but it seems like you've tried. These are things that, maybe it took you a little longer, but you've either accomplished them or you've found your way, trying to progress in these areas. So it seems like you've taken that initiative to do those changes in your life. The things with your social life or financial life, they're all things that you acknowledge and you want to improve on. So maybe it takes down, possibly writing down options on goals or ways to progress in certain areas to be able to help you with your social anxiety or your financial. Like, for example, like the social anxiety, you can put, I'm going to download the Bumble app and try to make one friend today, like, and work that way. Or I'm going to look on the, National Social Anxiety Center website and look up videos on ways to get over this feeling. And it could take that, just writing down your options of goals. Sometimes it can be even affirmations to get you out of that mindset of, I know you mentioned like you're not suicidal, but like that thought of ending it sometimes comes to mind. So maybe having those affirmations when those thoughts come to your mind of, I will succeed, I will become better, or I will, and really being able to feel that. At the end of the day, I always say, you are your biggest expert in life. No one will fill your shoes better than you do. And it's, like I said, you've done this initiative of realizing these things, and you know what works and doesn't work for you.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm not I'm not really good at talking, but I clearly stated that before, but yeah.
And have you done anything to harm yourself today?
No, no, I don't. I don't like. I don't really like pain, so I never really tried self harm really ever in my life. At most it's more like I used to be like that like that weird person that would like put like the pins through their skin, like the weird thing, or like where people put like pin badges in their thumb. But that's kind of it. I never really self harm. But no, I haven't been self harming recently.
Okay. And I just ask because I do want to ensure your, not only just your safety, but to provide you all the support that you need today.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And are there any activities that like interest you outside from home, like running or like different hobbies, like going for a swim, or
I think
you would find yourself like finding that friend group?
How not really. I really all I really do in life is I either ride or draw, or I do go out for walks. Really, I go on for like hour-long walks and just like listening to music. That's kind of all I really do whenever when I have time or days off. Really.
I see. And is there anything you feel like I would be able to provide for you today, like a specific resource?
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't really know. Uh, I don't know. There's much resource. I mean, I guess I would try out that what is it, like the social anxiety videos or something? What's it called again? The national anxiety.
It's the national anxiety. Hold on, let me look up the name again. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
It's the National Social Anxiety Center website.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you even put it on Google. They have videos on there. They also have like coping skills. They have activities, I believe, on there as well, so that it can, maybe be a start for you.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely be
And
checking
then,
out that.
and the other one is if you wanted to try the Bumble app, if
Uh huh.
that's something that you would be open to.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll check that after this call. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just that, just the whole socialization thing has always been a huge weak point in my life. And there's definitely like a lot of handicaps I've had. I'm 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 a bit of a stutterer. Even like like just talking, it's like one of my weak points in life, and all that stuff. And I'm always I in real life I look a little different than to most people. Um, and it's kind of it. So that's pretty much my struggle is with socializing.
I see, but I mean, it seems like you want to make that change in your life, and even recognizing, like you said, maybe your appearance or maybe how you approach certain situations is different than others. But I always say there's always that group or that other person that would enjoy your company. I know you said you have that fear of possibly annoying someone and that whole outcome, but maybe just taking those initiatives of trying new things to be able to get you into this new path that you're going to be on now that you're no longer in school, you're no longer forced that certain group over you.
Yeah.
And there's also on if you're open to like social groups or a support group of others that maybe go through similar feelings in you, there's a website called Psychology Today, and you can look up support groups right in the tab, put in your zip code, and they show support groups in your area of people that may be going through the same feeling as you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, okay.
Yep. Hmm.
Sorry, I just interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
No, you didn't interrupt me.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to give you at least those three resources of the Bumble app, the national website for social anxiety, and then if you did want a support group in your area for those that maybe go through similar things in you, that's on Psychology Today. There's a drop tag. You would click support groups, and there's also support there, or they have like counselor, therapists, whatever you're open to help you go through these different motions.
All right. Well, thank you.
Anytime, April. Our services are 24/7. If at any moment you need more support, we are here for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Anytime, April. Take care.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Oh no. All right. So apparently, to help my life, I need to get Bumble, Psychology Today, which actually looks really useful. Although you have to pay for therapy, and I don't wanna. I don't wanna do that. And what is it that I searched up? National Social Anxiety or something like that. She did a really good job talking with me. National Social Anxiety Center. What's this about? What is self-help videos? Sample CBT? Cock and ball torture? No. Personal stories. Yeah. This is... Oh boy.